he can go to work directly, or he can continue with his study, or he can go to work, he can find a job, or after graduation from his junior middle school, but he has to finish the 9 years at school. This is not compulsory. And of course, the graduates of senior school, they can apply to go to university, college, but they have to pass the entrance examination. First, they have to graduate from senior school. They have to get graduation diploma from the senior high school, and then they have to pass the entrance examination for admission into university. You cannot go directly to the university and say, oh, I'd like to sign up your course, I'd like to sit in your classroom. No, you have to pass the exam. And this is not compulsory, but though there is the entrance examination, 20 years ago, 2 decades ago, it's very hard for high school students, high school graduates to pass the exam. Only about 20 to 30% of the graduates were lucky enough to enter college or university, or just a small percentage. But now, the percentage raised about to 50% or even 60% of the graduate students. They can go to higher education. Because now there are more and more higher education institutes, or more and more colleges and universities. And there are some private colleges too. So more students, more high school graduates are enrolled into these higher learning institutes. There are over 2,000 universities and colleges with more than 6 million enrollments in total, or 50 figure. And we have a degree system including bachelor's, master's, doctorate degrees that are also open to foreign students. The country offers non-degree programs as well. And as to doctorate degrees, that is 30 years ago, we granted the first doctorate degrees. This is only about 3 decades ago. This is the first doctorate degrees. For the Chinese holding doctorate degrees, before the time, usually they got the degree that they studied in the United States, in the Soviet Union, in Europe, not in China. So the native doctorate degree holders were born actually just only 30 years ago, or 30 to 40 years ago. So not long ago. But now we have many doctorate degree holders. Even in Zhaoqing University, there are about 60 faculty members holding doctorate degrees. So increasing rapidly. And I would like to have the latest. There's the website, official website of Ministry of Education of the People's Republic of China. Now let's look at some data about this. The school numbers. Higher education institution are institutions providing postgraduate programs. The number is so many, nearly 900. That is, these institutions, they can provide master degrees or doctorate degrees with nearly about the figure 797, nearly 800 such institutions. Regular HEI just means higher education institutes. The regular colleges or universities in China now, the latest figure is 2,358. And the staff, faculty and staff, totaling that 2,015,000 2 million, faculty and staff or regular higher education institutes. Yes. So many colleges and universities. And for other secondary education, for the middle schools, the numbers is huge. Okay, the students number. Students headcount postgraduates. Graduates for these postgraduates, that means graduate students, just the number, graduate for the master and doctorate degrees is about 38,000. And entrance, that means enrollment, new entrance, new enrollment for the year. 53,000 or 538,000. And total enrollment, that means the students are studying 1,538,000. And for undergraduates in regular HEIs, undergraduates the number is graduates, and the new enrollment for the year is 6,617,000 students. And the total students studying in the college or universities is 22 million. 22 million. The total students are now studying. There's some facts and figures about Chinese education. The 9-year compulsory education. That's the main features of the 9-year. Number 1, continuity. Students must attend school from elementary to middle school, grades 1 to 9. So they must attend school. So the parents cannot say, "Oh, I like to keep my child at home. I don't want him to go to school." It's illegal. Or you say, "Oh, I need a hand to help me with my farm or something." So my son cannot go to school. No, it's illegal. The parents must send their children to school at the age of marriage. And any employer cannot employ a child at that age. It is also illegal. The employer will be fined. So a child from that age, he must go to school must attend school. That's compulsory. So we say it's compulsory. Must attend school. Right. And the number 2 principle is proximity. That means students go to the nearby school where the school is neighborhood, in the neighborhood, or there is the nearest school, or they do not necessarily take entrance examination for going to a higher level school, this primary school, and then junior middle school. Also, they do not need to take the exam or the entrance exam. And number 3 is unitary school management, same standard teaching staff, equipment, facilities throughout the whole region. That means these schools, they should have the same or equal conditions. You mean one school there, much better teachers, more facilities, many money invest in that school, and with the poor school, no, it is not the idea. It's like every school should be treated the same. They should receive the same treatment regarding teaching staff, equipment, facilities. This number 3. For this tuition and textbooks, free of charge. Tuition free, textbooks free of charge, or all these funded by tax. And also the teacher, yes, the teachers, they should be paid by tax, by the government, and they should receive their salary in time, or on time, and the exact amount. So if the local government they do not pay the teacher, and then the leader will be dismissed. So it is very important for the officials. So many teachers, you have to find money to pay them. Okay. So the county magistrate, the provincial chairman, the governor, they have to think hard how to get money. I have to guarantee the money, to pay the teacher. If just one teacher, they say, I haven't got paid for this month, then the leader will lose his job, his post. Also, it is required by law, that the teachers and the investment in this compulsory education should be guaranteed. And there's something, a burden for the officials.
I want to make sure we've got time for questions. So we've got about 10 minutes left for the PowerPoint and then about 10 minutes for questions.
If you have any question about this, you just raise your hand and let me know. Yeah.
So what is the penalty of keeping your child at home? The parents, if you don't want your child to go to school, what will happen to the parents?
It is, compulsory. Education is required to. If you, I want to keep my children at home, or help me to my farm or something like that, and the leaders, the government will go to your home. Okay, we'll talk to you. Then your children must go to school. If you insist, then I don't know. It's not a criminal offense, but child persuasion, and something like that. And even some children, they do not like to go to school. You have to persuade the parents and the children. Some they play truant. They miss classes. Some of the children, they want to go. Go to the playground, go to the forest, to go to get fishing, something like that. That they want to go to school. So the parents and the village leaders and everyone to drag him to school. But of course, it is not criminal offense. Persuasion, hopefully. Oh, we have special education that is for gifted children, the talented children. Even in some university, they have a special class for the gifted children, just about 12 or 14 years old. In the China's top universities, there were actually, now it is abandoned the policy. There were the classes for the teenagers, 12 or 14 years old, under 14 for these. They were regarded as the talent children, and so they can prepare. And yeah, this is the class of special education. And also we have for the slow learners, and we have also set up special schools for the deaf and hearing impaired children, or for the blind. These special school or classes, or special classes in a normal school, set up for these kind of children. Special education. And also we have some very special, that's for the children who are fighting or stealing, or for these. That's the children, we say that's work and study school. Work and study. They have to do some work under the supervision of the police for these kind of children. And senior secondary school, senior high school education, for the first 3 years high school, it's beyond the 9-year compulsory school. Junior schools, they can choose to go to the high school or to a vocational school, yes. And they have to pass entrance exam to go to the high school. Though it's easy to enter an ordinary high school, but competition for admission into a key or important high school is very tough. You have to pass the entrance exam to go to a high school. Though the exam is not so hard, almost everyone who wishes to go to high school can go to high school. But if you want to go to a key high school, it's quite difficult. It's very hard. The competition is very fierce. Yeah.
I was just gonna ask you, do you know what the average class size is? Like in grades 1 through 9 or whatever?
The grades, what
The
class?
average class size, like how many
How many students in the class?
Yeah.
About, there's a big class. Normally it's 40. 50. 40, 50 students in a class. Yes.
For the entrance exams to high school, is there like a bar they have to reach, or is it competitive where only a certain amount of kids are entered and the ones with the top scores
There's
are
competition among the junior graduates. The junior graduates, they among themselves. So the exam is the subjects, including Chinese, math, English, or these subjects, to take exam in these subjects. And there's the competition among the junior graduates themselves. And later we'll key schools. Key schools. That's something. What are the key schools? There's those with blackboards or past education accomplishment. It means that sometimes with long history, with glory, with good achievements, good results, or many students graduated from these schools. They are famous people, VIP, or millionaire, or they got good results in the national exams. And these are the key schools with reputation. Say, these schools. And these schools are given priority in the assignment of teachers' equipment funds. They are allowed to recruit the best students for special training, compete for admission to top schools. There are some high key schools. We have primary key schools. We have high key schools, or senior high key schools, and we have key universities.
Jonathan, we've got 2 questions right over here in the first row.
Yeah.
In the first row.
Oh, yeah.
How many students are usually able to make it into the key school? Like what percent?
That is okay. Key school. This is key. So, for example, in the city, there are, for example, 10 high schools. Probably only 1 or 2 are the key schools. The other 8 just ordinary schools. So just also a small percentage. If every school are a key school, there's no difference, you know.
Let's do 1 or 2 more slides, and then if you could email me your wonderful presentation, I can send it to the students, and then we could answer questions. Because we've got a lot of questions about fast food places and all kinds of things.
I think that's very just focus on education, because many other economy.
Well, they're writing their papers on particular subjects, and they have some specific questions about their papers that we need to have answered.
Good.
But this is wonderful, so I hope we can get through most of it now, and if you can email it to us.
And for key primary schools, usually we know the principle of proximity. That children should go to the nearby school, but the key schools themselves, there's no entrance exam. There's parents' competition. The officials, billionaires, of course, their children can go to the key primary school, or there's money donation, give money to the school. And for high schools, entrance exam. Those who get higher schools in the entrance exam, they can go to the key school. And plus, parents' competition. And though I get a low score, a student does not well in the entrance exam, but if his parents have money, he can also go to key high schools, so there's plus parents' competition. And for the universities, there's only one way, entrance exam. No matter how many your parents have, you cannot donate money. There's only entrance exam. And in China, we usually have the top 10 universities, something like that, or top 10, top 100. That's the key universities. I would like to higher education. Higher education. And about the entrance examination. There's a national entrance examination to select students for higher education. That's the only way you can enter the college or university. You have to pass the exam. Now we say that the percentage of students who can pass the exam is about 50% now. But about 2 decades ago, admission into a higher learning institute means a decent job for a lifetime after graduation, and it was tuition free. Tuition free education. Only a small percentage can enter university. So they were regarded as elite education. But now they have to pay tuition. And in addition to the written exam, university applicants have to pass a physical checkup And political screening, but the number of students who pass the written test but fail in the physical checkup or political screening is very small, only less than 2% or even lower. Yeah. Physical checkup is serious disease. Political scanning is something like it's almost abandoned. But for some schools, military schools, police school, colleges, or all these, they have to go political screening. Yeah, you have to know your family background, and this. And changes in enrollment and job assignment. The entrance exam is now under challenge. Some people argue that it should be cancelled and allowing each college or university have the right to decide its own admission policy. Some people argue have this debate, but now we still we hold the entrance exam annually or once a year, but it's under debate. And upon graduations, all university graduates were assigned jobs by the state about 20 years ago, but now the students, they have to look for jobs themselves now. That's the change. And yeah, besides the regular higher learning institution, we have, and also students who fail the exam or those working people. That means people, they have their jobs, can take adult or online education courses, or we have these open university, online courses, and TV university, TV, radio and TV university. Yeah, you learn this distant education. Yeah, but they have to pass exams for each subject in order to get a graduation diploma. You can take part in the course. There is no entrance exam, but at the end you have to pass the exam in order to get the degree. And tuition and funds. I would like to talk about this. Tuition, it's about money. Okay, students must pay annual tuition of about 6,000 to 12,000 RMB. $1 equals 6.4 RMB. So that's about $1,000 and to $2,000 yearly. A year. It does not based on the credit as you do here. You have to pay a year all this money. And the other fees, dormitory rent, food, textbook, water, electricity, of course. And tuition for fine arts performance majors for these students, but higher than the liberal arts, like that, because there is involving less equipment or less practice. And private college and universities charge higher tuition. Those are not as prestigious as public schools. But for those people who get low scores in the national entrance exam, they have to go to private schools. And scholarship and loan system of this and financial aid, it's the same. Hopefully, there's something new to us. We borrow this from the United States. Probably, it's something new. 30 years ago, we do not have to pay tuition. We have no such financial aid. That's the new phenomenon. Now it's the same. And living in campus, the university students, mostly regular college students live in the dormitory, in campus, and they bear the courses such as that and that. But you, after class, you go back home, but in China, you live in the campus. And they usually dine at the campus cafe, canteen. Of course, they can dine now, but it's more expensive. So, in the campus, very crowded. Zhaojing University, there are now 20,000 students living in the campus. Very crowded every day.
Has the food gotten any better since I was there?
Yeah. We have many more canteens, and there's the competition. The canteen competition.
Oh wow. Okay, I have to come back and eat lunch with you.
There's something like it.
We've got just a few more minutes, and then we really need to do some questions.
And instead of 3 semesters, we have only 2 semesters. 2. 4 semesters begins on May and spring semester. And we have 2 long breaks. The summer holiday on July to late August, about 7 weeks. Winter holidays on January to late January, about 3 weeks. So 2 long breaks. And we have some national holidays. And about English learning. Most children are taught the first English lessons at the age of 10. So that's about at grade 3 or grade 4. They're learning English. But there is some problem about this teaching method, and about 4-year university students must continue to learn a foreign language for 2 more years in university. Usually, the foreign language is English. Of course, a few students have French, German, Russian, Japanese, as foreign language. But most students, English is a required course. So 2 more years. And they have to pass the national Band 4 English exam in order to get a degree. So, and passing the requirements for the performance art for the PE students may be relaxed, maybe lower. So it is a headache for some of the Chinese college students. They have to pass English exam in order to get a degree. If they fail, they will not get a degree. Okay, I think thumbs up.
Okay, we can. Minutes for questions, so pop them out. Got one over here. She's been waiting.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was wondering, you said that sometimes you can get a job right after your compulsory school at age 14. Would that job differ from if you went to college?
Oh, of course.
What's the difference between the jobs?
That involves the employer, no skill over there, very little. Sometimes it's very hard for a junior school graduate to get a job. So sometimes they cannot find a job. They cannot find a job. Sometimes they have to go to school because they can do nothing else. I have to go to school. The parents want their children to go to school because jobless, they just walk along, this something may happen. So the parents want the children to go on, to continue with their study. And in China, the parents, mostly the parents, pay for the education, pay for the university study. Not like, I know some of you work a part-time job to pay for your own school. But in China, the children are more lucky. The parents pay from their pocket. But don't laugh. And then when you grow up, you have to pay the parents in turn when they grow old. For me, for example, I have to give money, send money to my father every month. So But as the children, the parents pay for the children, But when the children grow up, they pay for the older generation. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So you said the students could eat out. Are there a lot of fast food places, or is it common for them to eat out?
To dine out, you mean, huh? Out of campus? Yeah, they can go outside and everywhere. How to have their lunch, have their dinner is not required to dine in campus. Or it's not required in campus. Yeah,
Is it more of like a fast food?
yeah, fast food or something like that in a small snack. Of course, a student, if they do not have much money, you know, they cannot go to the big restaurant and have to entertain or have shrimp, lobster, salmon. No, they're the students. But it is required to live in the campus. You can go out, dine out, but you have to spend the night in the campus.
Are there still many little noodle shops outside the campus gates?
Yeah, yeah, that's for the students.
The students can eat the cheap food. It's
Yeah.
sort of like the Chinese equivalent of Dinky Town. Lots of cheap restaurants around the campus.
Professor Kaiser was talking about how China's changed a lot since she was there last. How has it changed? Has it become like more westernized?
Oh yeah, westernized in economy actually we borrowed something. As I said, like the financial aid 20 years ago, there is no, because tuition free at the time. I went to college without paying any money to the college. No, actually the money gave me subsidy, you know, to pay for my food or this. So I haven't spent not even a penny on my higher education. And after I graduated, I was assigned a job to teach at Zhaoqing University. Yeah, that's me, my experience. But now it's different. It's just like you. Yeah, after graduation, you have to look for a job, and yeah, you have to pay the tuition. Hopefully, it's borrow this system from you. Yeah. Any more questions?
You said 20 years ago, only 20 to 30% of the people passed, and nowadays it's 50 to 60%.
Yeah.
You said it's because more and more schools, but do you think it might be because just what you were just
Also,
describing, that
on
people want to?
yeah, larger enrollment. More and more schools and larger enrollment. For example, 20 years ago, a university mostly a yearly recruit about 2,000 new students, but now it enrolled 40 students, or something like that, to enlarge enrollment. And more and more schools and private university and larger enrollment, so more and more students can go to a university.
I guess I was asking mainly, do you think it's just because there's more and more schools, or is there more like she was saying, like Western involvement and people want to get out and succeed and not just, you know?
Yeah, I think more school to enlarge recruitment. More and more the number of students they enrolled, they admit into university. So we have now there is annual enrollment of university students is about more than 6 million. The yearly recruitment of students into university is more than 6 million students.
I was just going to ask, you said it's required for children to learn English, but is there any other European languages that they're kind of encouraged to study, or is it just English?
You know, mostly just English, because the teachers, English teacher, we few French teacher, German teacher, or Japanese teacher. But yeah, in in the schools, if they have the teacher, the foreign teachers of the language, or they can the children can take this class or instead of English, but due to the teachers, most foreign language teachers are English teachers, and of course English is more often used, widely used. So most of the students take English.
Is there any type of homeschooling?
Homeschooling? You mean the studying at home?
The parents?
Yeah, very rare, just exception, a kind of exception. And of course, you think the child is better to stay at home and learn, or you can ask the education authority for permission to stay your reason, or to write to them, and ask for permission. And then, of course, if you have a strong excuse or a reason, then the parents will be allowed to keep the children at home. And
is health like the way America is with fast food chains and all the restaurants that we eat here? Is it the same there, or is like health awareness? Is that something you guys practice over there a lot? Like,
you mean,
like eating habits, stuff like that.
Fast food?
Yeah, like is you guys eat more healthy foods than America?
Oh yeah, the fast food restaurant, McDonald's, KFC, everywhere in China, just the same, and the price is much cheaper. I think just about $2 is okay for you to have a good meal at this restaurant, but here probably $7 to $8. Okay, yeah, obviously we have that, and the health. We have the something food security, something like that, and we pay much attention to the food served in campus. But outside campus, or the business, and the school has no control outside campus, and of course we teach the students that you should have safe food, clean food, don't get sick, and to warn them about this kind of education. Yes?
Time for one more question.
I have a different kind of question, I guess. Are the students at all familiar with irrigation systems, and what kind of irrigation systems?
What system?
Watering, crops and stuff, sprinkler systems at all, or do they not know?
I beg your pardon.
It's the system to water the crops. I know in the south of China there's the big canals, and they divert the water in the canals to go into the crops.
The field, the crops, the field. You mean what kind of crops?
Well,
how do they water their crops?
They water.
How to pump water into to irrigate? This in southern China, we usually plant rice. Rice. In northern China, we plant corn, wheat, but in southern China there's rice. So there's a lot of rice paddy field, and the water comes from the river or the springs flowing from the mountains. In southern China there is mountain areas, so the water comes down from the mountains or irrigation and rivers.
I'm sorry, we need to stop now, but thank you so much for coming. And we have you a little bit of Chinese tea in case you're feeling homesick.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much for coming.
I'm very glad to be here.
Thank
Talk
you.
to your class.
If you can send us the PowerPoint, Jonathan, then if I can share the PowerPoint with all of you. We're going to take a quick break now, right about 7 minutes. When you come back, we're doing punctuation, okay? So get your punctuation hats on, and we'll be ready in 7 minutes to get to some really serious ones.
Yeah, thank you. I want to take a picture.
It's excited on it.
What's that? Keep it up. I want to take you back. That's good. It's just it's red.
Even every other woman.
Well, he gonna put in his back. It's gonna grow carbon out. I know.
But just go ahead and,
I know, but
can you put it,
today, but I'm saying that can I go to you and have feedback from you maybe?
no, because you're getting feedback from your classmates. So I need you to upload the global draft thing into your local draft.
Sorry, I have it right now.
Right.
All I'm trying to say is
You have it device. Yes, but I want them to use it for local problems. So upload the same draft, the global draft, into the local draft, and you get more critique on the same draft.
to make it the final draft, and I still submit.
You can send it to the tutors. If you miss a critique, send it to the online tutors. If you have questions after the online and the local tutors, then you can send it to me. Okay? It's sort of like you go to the nurse, and then if the nurse can't help you, then you come to the doctor. Okay? Yeah. Thank you so much.
I've enjoyed.
Okay, it was fantastic information. So if you can just send me the PowerPoint, I can share it with my online students.
You can copy it. But if I copy here, this part there is
Can you just email it to me?
email. Is it, yeah, I try. Is it okay?
That's fine.
Is it okay? Through the IRCC email. Okay, I will do it.
Thank you. We knew nothing about China, and things have changed so much. I can't help people with this.
Yes, great change for these 10-year-old, 5 years. Great change.
Well, thank you so very much for coming. I really appreciate it. Have a good dinner. Thank you for coming for your dinner time.
Bye-bye.
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 Yeah, it's all more college.
Oh, if only we didn't have to work on punctuation, we could have talked about China all night. But no. I'll give you guys a good start. They'll see you there. I think I'm going to do our wild and wacky breaking next week when I'm lecturing, because you're really going to need it. There you go. And a head start.
Like how long?
Like, I can do it like an exercise problem. Even try. Because either way, or come out and then that's it. I always use those things that my punctuation allergies. You don't tell me?
Like especially like with like
That chair is really.
Oh, yes.
I'm sure she can make a good child. I'm sure you said that.
Well done. Thanks so much.